I can hardly believe it. We are peering into the darkness of an ancient tomb discovered beneath the famed treasury in Petra.
In the heart of Mecca stands the Kaaba, a cube of granite veiled in black and gold, revered by over 1 billion souls. Millions circle it, but few question what lies behind its ancient walls. Whispers persist of a chamber, sealed, forgotten, perhaps forbidden, hidden behind the Kaaba's southern wall. No official account admits it exists, yet satellite imagery, architectural inconsistencies, and centuries-old manuscripts hint otherwise. Could this be the last untouched chamber of an ancient world? A vault of knowledge too dangerous to reveal. What secrets does the stone hide? Today, we take you deep into the cracks of history and behind the wall, the architect who disappeared. In 1950, a Turkish architect named Dr. Adnan Kahil claimed he was commissioned to assess the structural integrity of the Kaaba. What he found, or said he found, would vanish with him. Kahil reported discovering what he described as a sealed inner chamber located precisely behind the southern wall. He wrote of air that felt centuries old, walls etched with Kufic script older than Islam itself, and a mechanism that looked like it required a key. Weeks later, he vanished during a return trip to Istanbul. His last known message, a cryptic note: "The cube is more than it seems." No record of his commission exists today, and his name has been scrubbed from architectural archives. His family silenced, his research never published, but a single photo, blurry, infrared, and deeply unsettling, was leaked online in 2003. It appears to show a rectangular hollow behind the southern wall. Could it be authentic, or just another mirage in the desert of secrets? The siege and the hidden path. On November 20th, 1979, the unthinkable happened. The Grand Mosque in Mecca was seized by armed militants led by Juhayman al-Otaibi. For 2 weeks, the holiest site in Islam became a battlefield, one sealed off from the world. But beneath the surface of this violent takeover lies a detail seldom discussed: a tunnel system used by the militants to move unseen through the complex. According to declassified French intelligence, brought in secretly to assist, the rebels had knowledge of architectural features that even modern schematics didn't include. One such report references a sealed, windowless corridor behind the southern wall, used by insurgents for escape attempts. This corridor, they claimed, was not on any blueprint. Could it be the fabled hidden chamber, repurposed by those who knew of its existence? When Saudi forces retook the mosque, all footage of that area was redacted or destroyed. Survivors who were captured were executed swiftly, and French operatives flown out under total secrecy. What exactly did the militants find back there, and why has no one spoken of it since? The Black Stone Fragment. The Black Stone, Al-Hajar al-Aswad, has long been the subject of speculation. Said to have fallen from heaven, it resides in the eastern corner of the Kaaba, kissed by millions. But in 951 CE, after a raid by the Carmatians, the stone was stolen and broken into 7 pieces. Most of those fragments were returned, but not all. One piece, reportedly the smallest, yet most radiant, was never recovered. Ancient manuscripts from Andalusia mention it may have been hidden behind the Kaaba's southern wall by returning clerics to protect it from further desecration. Interestingly, during renovations in 1996, a senior stonemason anonymously claimed to have seen a small, crystalline fragment set into the southern interior wall. Unlike anything else in the structure, he was removed from the site the next day. Was the missing piece of the black stone ever truly lost, or was it hidden in plain sight in the one place no one is allowed to look? The hidden door of the Kaaba. In 2017, during a rare sandstorm in Mecca, the wind lifted the Kaaba's black silk covering, revealing an unusual feature on its southern wall, what appeared to be a sealed door or panel. Photographs and videos captured by pilgrims quickly spread online, sparking widespread speculation. Some observers suggested that this concealed door might lead to a hidden chamber within the Kaaba, a notion that has fueled intrigue and debate. Architectural studies of the Kaaba confirm the presence of a door on its northeastern wall, known as the Bab ar-Rahmah. However, the southern wall is traditionally considered solid. The unexpected sighting of a potential doorway challenges this understanding and raises questions about the Kaaba's construction history. Could this be a remnant from a previous reconstruction, or does it serve a specific, undisclosed purpose? The Saudi authorities have not officially commented on the matter, leaving room for speculation. While some experts caution against jumping to conclusions, the incident has undeniably added a layer of mystery to the already enigmatic structure. As with many aspects of the Kaaba, certain details remain known only to a select few, preserving its aura of sacred secrecy. The Zamzam well beneath the surface. The Zamzam well, located approximately 20 meters east of the Kaaba within Masjid al-Haram, is revered as a miraculous source of water that has flowed for over 4,000 years. According to Islamic tradition, it sprang forth to quench the thirst of Hagar and her son Ishmael in the desert. Today, the well is integrated into the mosque's infrastructure, with water drawn and distributed through modern systems. While the well's spiritual significance is well known, less discussed are the subterranean structures surrounding it. Historical records and photographs indicate the presence of chambers and access points beneath the Mataf area, which have been modified or restricted over time. In 2003, the visible entry to the well was removed during renovations, sparking discussions about the extent of the underground network and what might lie beneath. The Saudi Geological Survey's Zamzam Studies and Research Center continues to monitor the well, ensuring its water remains pure and its flow uninterrupted. Yet the full scope of the subterranean structures remains a subject of intrigue. What secrets might be concealed beneath the surface, hidden from the millions who visit each year? Al-Marakushi's astronomical legacy. Abu Ali al-Hassan al-Marakushi, a 13th century Moroccan astronomer, authored the comprehensive treatise Jami al-Mabadi wal-Gayat fi Ilm al-Miqat, detailing the principles of timekeeping and astronomical instruments. Composed between 1276 and 1282 in Cairo, this work remains a pivotal resource in understanding medieval Islamic astronomy. The manuscript includes intricate illustrations of devices such as astrolabes and sundials, showcasing the advanced scientific knowledge of the Islamic world during that era. Al-Marakushi's contributions significantly influenced the development of astronomical tables and instruments, facilitating accurate timekeeping, essential for religious practices like prayer and fasting. While his work is primarily scientific, some scholars speculate on the symbolic aspects of his illustrations, pondering whether they contain esoteric meanings or references to hidden knowledge. The detailed diagrams and precise calculations invite contemplation. Could there be layers of understanding yet to be uncovered within these ancient texts? The Umayyad Mosque, echoes of the past. The Umayyad Mosque in Damascus, one of the oldest and largest mosques in the world, stands as a testament to Islamic architectural prowess. Constructed in the early 8th century on the site of a Christian basilica, the mosque has witnessed centuries of religious and political transformations. Within its vast courtyard and prayer halls, the mosque houses several relics and shrines, including the purported head of John the Baptist. Architectural studies have revealed layers of construction, with modifications and additions reflecting the diverse influences over time. The mosque's foundations incorporate remnants of Roman and Byzantine structures, suggesting a complex history beneath its surface. Recent restoration efforts have uncovered hidden chambers and passageways, prompting questions about their original purposes. Were they used for religious rituals, storage, or as escape routes during times of conflict? The intertwining of sacred spaces and historical layers invites further exploration into the mosque's enigmatic past. The mystery of the Green Dome. At the heart of Medina stands Al-Masjid an-Nabawi, the Prophet's mosque, and above it, the famous Green Dome, resting over what is believed to be the tomb of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But few know that beneath the dome lies a sealed chamber, a burial chamber surrounded by walls built centuries ago. According to records from the Mamluk era, there are hidden passageways and bricked-off tunnels beneath the mosque, created to prevent grave robbers during the turbulent medieval period. Some stories claim that a secret second chamber exists deeper underground, possibly containing early Islamic artifacts or lost writings. No contemporary photographs exist of the Prophet's resting place. It remains completely sealed off, even from scholars and officials. Occasional seismic scans during renovations have shown anomalies beneath the green dome, rooms that don't appear on any official maps. Are they ancient air pockets or hidden vaults, untouched for centuries? The silence surrounding it is deafening and deliberate. The vanishing minaret of Samarra. In Iraq, the ancient city of Samarra houses one of the most iconic Islamic structures, the Great Mosque of Samarra and its spiraling Malwiya minaret. Towering like a colossal corkscrew into the sky, it's visible for miles across the desert. But historical accounts from Abbasid times mention a second, smaller minaret, a twin structure built alongside it, whose ruins are nowhere to be found today. Medieval travelers like Ibn Hawqal and al-Muqaddasi described two great towers that served different purposes, one for the call to prayer, the other for the guardians of the unseen. Excavations in the 20th century revealed unusual foundations to the south of the main mosque, but funding and political instability halted further digs. Today, no visible trace of the second tower exists. Was it destroyed or deliberately erased? Some locals whisper that its foundation stones were imbued with protective inscriptions, making it dangerous even to rebuild. The missing manuscripts of Timbuktu. Timbuktu, once a glittering center of Islamic learning in Mali, held tens of thousands of manuscripts, covering science, astronomy, medicine, and philosophy. During the 14th to 16th centuries, scholars in Timbuktu were writing about stars and medicines long before Europe's Renaissance. But when colonial explorers reached Timbuktu in the 19th century, they were shocked. An entire library's worth of manuscripts was missing. Locals spoke of secret desert caches where the most sensitive scrolls, those describing ancient knowledge lost to time, were hidden to protect them from invaders. Even today, while many manuscripts have been digitized, thousands remain missing. Some say they're buried in hidden vaults, under abandoned mosques. Others believe they're protected by families who have passed them down in secret. What lost sciences or forbidden histories might be hidden in the sands just beyond reach? The secret of the Hassan Tower. In Rabat, Morocco stands the towering, incomplete Hassan Tower, a red sandstone minaret that was meant to be the tallest in the world during the 12th century. Commissioned by Sultan Yaqub al-Mansur, the tower's construction was abruptly halted after his death, leaving only the massive base and skeletal beginnings of a grand mosque. But local lore insists the Hassan Tower was more than just a mosque. It was intended to be an astronomical observatory aligned with solstices and equinoxes. Some modern architects studying its structure have found intriguing alignments with celestial markers. Beneath the tower lies a warren of underground vaults, sealed after a devastating earthquake in 1755 and now off-limits to the public. Was the Hassan Tower truly just a religious monument or a gateway to ancient astronomical knowledge lost when construction stopped? If the underground vaults were ever opened, what forgotten science would they reveal? The sunken city of Ubar. In the vast emptiness of the Rub al-Khali, the empty quarter desert, lies the myth of Ubar, sometimes called the Atlantis of the Sands. Described in Islamic tradition and hinted at in the Quran as the city of Iram, it was said to be a mighty civilization, destroyed by divine wrath for its wickedness. For centuries, Ubar was dismissed as a legend. But in 1992, satellite imagery revealed unusual subsurface patterns beneath the sands of Oman. Archaeologists excavated a site called Shisar, uncovering collapsed structures around a deep limestone sinkhole. Some believe this was the lost city. Still, debates rage. Was Shisar truly Ubar or just a caravanserai? The mystery deepens with local Bedouin tales of sealed underground chambers filled with treasures and curses. If the real Ubar still slumbers beneath the desert, what ancient technologies or forbidden knowledge lie entombed with it? The Dome of the Rock's hidden chamber. In the heart of Jerusalem's temple Mount stands the Dome of the Rock, a masterpiece of early Islamic architecture. Beneath the glittering golden dome lies a less discussed feature, the Well of Souls, a natural cave directly beneath the sacred rock. Islamic, Christian, and Jewish traditions converge here, but little is publicly known about the underground chamber. Early Crusader writings suggest that secret passages once extended from the Well of Souls toward the outer walls of the Temple Mount, perhaps used for rituals or defense. Modern surveys hint at voids and cavities around the site, yet excavation is forbidden. Theories abound. Treasure hoards, ancient relics, or even pre-Islamic altars could be hidden nearby. Why has access remained so heavily restricted? And if the Well of Souls truly echoes the past, what voices would it reveal? The Alhambra's secret passageways. In Granada, Spain, the Alhambra stands as a breathtaking relic of Islamic art, culture, and architecture. Built during the Nasrid dynasty in the 13th and 14th centuries, it's a palace of secrets. Literally, beneath its glittering halls and whispering courtyards, rumors tell of hidden tunnels leading to underground vaults. Spanish explorers of the 19th century wrote about discovering bricked-off corridors beneath the Palace of the Lions. Some claim the tunnels were escape routes. Others insist they hid treasure or forbidden documents from the Christian Reconquista. Restoration workers have even uncovered sealed doors behind ornate tile work. What treasures or warnings lie behind these unexplored barriers? And why does every effort to excavate deeper seem to meet bureaucratic resistance? The Mosque of the Jinn. In Mecca, beyond the spotlight of the Kaaba, stands the Mosque of the Jinn, Masjid al-Jinn. According to Islamic tradition, this is the site where a group of jinn, supernatural beings of smokeless fire, listened to the Prophet Muhammad recite the Quran and accepted Islam. But beneath the legends lie whispers of stranger things. Locals speak of eerie sounds at night, sudden chills, and shadowy figures that vanish into thin air. Some early colonial explorers sneaking into forbidden areas of Mecca reported strange geometric patterns embedded in the mosque's stones, symbols with no apparent religious function. Could this site be more ancient than Islamic tradition suggests? Might it be built atop something even older, a portal between worlds barely remembered? Or are the jinn still there, watching in silence? The sealed vaults of Topkapi Palace. Within Istanbul's Topkapi Palace lies the Sacred Trusts Room, where artifacts attributed to the Prophet Muhammad and other Islamic figures are kept under heavy protection. But what's lesser known is the existence of sealed vaults below the palace, chambers mentioned in 19th century Ottoman records as the rooms of the caliphs. Some accounts claim they were sealed by Sultan Abdul Hamid II and contain relics, books, or even technological devices from ancient Islamic civilizations. In 2004, a restoration team reportedly encountered a sealed iron door beneath the library wing, yet authorities quickly halted the dig and rerouted the project. No explanation was given. Since then, whispers persist of forbidden texts and relics from the Abbasid or even Umayyad eras locked within. Why the secrecy? Could these rooms challenge established religious or historical narratives? If these vaults were ever opened, what truths might they undo? The haunted library of Cairo's Al-Azhar. Al-Azhar University in Cairo is one of the oldest centers of Islamic scholarship in the world. But beneath its famous library lies a lesser-known level, the closed stacks. Restricted to only a few scholars, this sub-basement reportedly holds banned texts, including early philosophical treatises, mystical grimoires, and commentaries deemed heretical. In 1988, a fire broke out in one of the lower archives. Officials blamed electrical faults, but an internal document, leaked years later, suggested the fire began near a set of non-catalogued scrolls from the Fatimid period. Staff working late claimed to hear faint chanting, though the wing was completely sealed. What books were stored there? What knowledge was considered too dangerous to read or too real to destroy? The Petra door that never opens. Carved into the rose-red cliffs of Jordan, Petra was once the capital of the Nabatean kingdom. Its temples, tombs, and passageways still bewilder archaeologists. But one structure, known as the unfinished tomb, or sometimes the sealed door, remains an unsolved mystery. Unlike other tombs, it lacks interior chambers, just a massive door that leads nowhere. or so it seems. In 2003, ground-penetrating radar detected a void behind the wall, extending some 15 meters, but Jordanian authorities halted the excavation. Unofficial sources claim that unusual EM readings and temperature fluctuations surrounded the site. Could this be a ritual chamber, a hiding place, or something else? Sealed shut for a reason no one dares disturb. The door remains untouched, and Petra keeps its silence. The forgotten city beneath the sand. Near the border of Saudi Arabia and Jordan, satellite imagery in the 2010s revealed the outlines of a buried city in the Nafud Desert. Archaeologists believe it could be Qaryat al-Fawr, a pre-Islamic metropolis mentioned in ancient Arabian inscriptions. But something doesn't add up. The city was far larger than expected. Dozens of blocks, ritual complexes, and underground cisterns. Some researchers privately suggested that it housed a population much more advanced in hydraulics and astronomy than previously thought. Then, unexpectedly, the dig was halted. The official reason? Environmental instability. But the excavation reports, now offline, mention an inner sanctuary, sealed by massive basalt blocks, with inscriptions that don't match any known script. What was discovered there? Was Qaryat al-Fawr part of a lost civilization, or something even older? What happened under the sand that they didn't want the world to see? The code beneath Bukhara. The ancient Silk Road city of Bukhara in present-day Uzbekistan is known for its mosques, madrasas, and minarets that have stood for over a millennium. But beneath the Poi Kalyan complex, one of Bukhara's holiest precincts, lies something largely unknown, a labyrinth of catacombs first discovered by Soviet archaeologists in the 1930s and then swiftly sealed. Declassified KGB memos reference non-Islamic markings carved deep into the lower tunnels, including what looked like pre-Arabic mathematical codes etched in concentric rings. According to one fragment of a 1947 report, a team attempting to map the catacombs began experiencing nausea, disorientation, and hallucinations, symptoms that abruptly stopped once they exited the site. The tunnels were closed immediately afterward. The official explanation? Instability in the foundation. But rumors persist that the catacombs hold something far older than Islam, perhaps even pre-Sumerian. Why did the Soviets seal the findings? And what ancient knowledge sleeps beneath the blue domes of Bukhara? We began with whispers of a secret room behind the Kaaba wall, but we followed a trail far beyond, into desert tombs, lost cities, sealed vaults, and forbidden libraries. These are not mere myths. They are documented fragments, historical patterns, and unfinished stories buried in time. Why are so many of these places sealed? Why are so many voices silenced? Perhaps some knowledge was never meant for the present, or perhaps it is the present that is not ready for the knowledge. Whatever the truth is, it is buried just beneath the surface, waiting for someone to dig and listen.